Hey everyone, and welcome to another Plum Crazy adventure. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of the Ranchos section of the Coronado Springs Resort. Scott and I and Nick and Noah stayed here for one night. This is the morning of our checkout, so I'm going to go through, kind of show you a few things, but as I was going through and looking at all of the video footage that I had, I realized that Coronado Springs, it's a big place. There's a lot to do, so we're going to break it up into a couple of videos, and that's why you're going to see this one that's going to have our room tour in it. It's also going to show you a little bit of the Ranchos area, which if you're looking for a calm, tranquil, out of the way place, this is amazing. I mean, I feel like I'm literally in the Southwest right now. So as you can see, this is a map of the Coronado Springs Resort, and it is actually a lot larger than what I expected it to be. We've done a lot of walking in the past 24 hours, which is great because have really enjoyed it. As you can see, it shows that we are here, and this is the Ranchos complex. It is probably the farthest from everything. For instance, right here, that is the Three Bridges Villa del Lago, Gran Destino Tower right there. El Centro with the food court and Rick's is right there as well. So it is a little bit farther away. It is a standard view room. I hope you guys can hear me with the wind. I apologize. But let's go ahead and show you, first off, gorgeous, right across the way, that's El Centro. And let's go over to Ranchos. So just in case you are directionally challenged, they do have these up all over any intersection so that you kind of get an idea of which way you need to go for whatever is available. Now, this is the very start of the Ranchos section. We are looking at building 6A, which is room 6100 to 6157, no, 6337. Sorry, there was a bush in the way. Now, something I thought was really interesting is you can see this like dried up riverbed here. And we did have Tropical Storm Elsa, the bands and stuff. She's over on the West Coast right now, but we did feel a little bit of it last night. And there's sections of this that does have water in it. So it is a really great irrigation system that they have created that really brings out, like as if you were living in the desert. And it's functional too. The other thing I think is really cool that you don't see all the time in Central Florida, but they have a very impressive array of cactus and aloe plants and agave and a ton of other plants. I have no idea what they are, but I think they're really cool. One of my favorite things about this particular section, I didn't explore Casitas or the other one. I did not have time this trip, but really like the red stonework that they've done. And the buildings themselves are beautiful. Our exterior entry. I also love all of these hitching posts. Having grown up with horses, grown up on a farm, first off, that's not going to hold anything, but it's just for decoration, but it's a nice touch for me. I'm like, oh, horses. The other thing, people, tell me if you know what these are, because we saw these yesterday. They are gorgeous, but look at the thorns on these things. Oh my goodness. They're so pretty and cool, and I want some. So another thing I thought was really interesting is you can see this sign for the Rancho 6A building, and it has a turkey vulture on the top. Now, if I go ahead and I pan over very carefully, there is 7A, and it has a longhorn on it. So I just thought that was an interesting touch. You're either staying in the turkey vulture house or the cow house. So our palm tree friend's covering them up a little bit, but if you stay in the Rancho 7B, you are staying in the coyote building. And of course, if you're gonna stay in the Ranchos 6B building, that is apparently the snake building. Guys, there's not gonna be any snakes in your room or anything like that. It is Florida, so there might be some outside, but that's gonna be everywhere, so don't freak out. But I think these are really cool how they kind of designated a different animal to each of these buildings. Now, with the Coronado Springs Resort being a larger resort, they do have an interbus system, and this is bus stop 3 for the Ranchos section, and then they do have a couple of others on the main loop around, so that if you are staying not in the Gran Destino but the Casitos or the other one, you can get around fairly easily. Just be patient with these because similar to a Caribbean Beach Resort, sometimes the buses do get full, especially if you're getting picked up for going to one of the parks, and so you may have to wait a little longer. So if that's the case, maybe take the interbus system over to Gran Destino and then get on the bus from there. So folks, I was teasing Scott last night and I said that I thought that they put us in the room as absolutely far away from everything as they possibly could. The second floor, that little balcony, not right there, but right over here. Sorry that blurred out. That is our room, 7262. Very good room, really liked it, really updated. You're gonna see that soon. The good thing about it, it is very close to that bus stop. The bad news, it is a long walk to get anywhere else in this place. So, pro tip, whenever you're booking with me, I'm always going to recommend that you go ahead and you spend a couple extra dollars a night. Stay in that preferred room. That way you're going to be closer to El Centro and the Gran Destino Tower for your food, for your bus pickups, etc., etc. I have a creeper in the window if you can't see the Mickey. But real quick, I wanted to show you, we're staying in room 7262. The 7 is for building 7, 2 is for the second floor, and then room 62, just to give you an idea how big this particular building is. And then we're gonna use our handy dandy magic band. Hi, Nick. Who's hiding behind the curtain that I could see? Apparently they're not going to come out. Anyway, so that's a nice touch. There he is. Welcome Snyder family at Coronado Springs Resort. That is really cool. We have not experienced that yet. Now, you can see right there, you got your chair, then you got a little workstation and some stuff available there. We do have the 2-queen room, and really thought this was a cute touch. Nick, get off the bed. Mickey towels, I love it. So we've also got lighting, which is really nice. Obviously Coronado Springs, you see a lot of the Three Amigos. There they are. So as you can see, you do have power outlets here and USB, which is really nice. When we stayed at Wilderness Lodge a couple of months ago, we were in an older section that didn't have that available yet. You also have your typical house phone right there. And then your Bible and some literature that you can look at within your nightstand. So really like that. Something else I thought was interesting. All of your lights are right here in the middle, so ooh, that really lit up. Look at that, that's awesome. But each one has that, and then a reading light on either side of the bed. I've never seen that before, and I think it's awesome. So interesting thing that they have there. Plenty of pillows. I'm going to come back around. They do offer a Keurig, so for you coffee drinkers, there's that available. Your ice makers right there as well. This is a pretty decent sized closet. Let me back up a little bit. I'm not going to open it because we stuffed some stuff in there right before we came in. But typical wardrobe where you could hang a couple of things. Has some hangers and some such. And then right here, that's where you're going to have your mini fridge. And then these are just standard drawers. No big deal there. Now, This is eligible for an adjoining room. So there is the door that would take you to your other room if you so choose. Never a guarantee, but they always try to accommodate. And then we have these doors here. You know how I like these sliding barn doors. But what's behind it?
It's Scotty.
Oh dear. Other than my husband, this is the bathroom area. Now, there's a toilet. I don't think I need to say anything else about that. But interestingly enough, right across from the toilet is the safe. Not quite sure what the thought process was behind that, but is what it is. And then
Keep your valuables safe as you go.
something like that.
Let me show you something real quick here that I just saw.
Okay.
A lot of people are kind of leery about these doors because they're like, how do you keep privacy? Well,
Ah, well that's nice. So I can lock you guys out when I want to take a nice hot bath in that full-size tub.
yeah.
That's
Something like
awesome. So really like the updates in here. It has an adjustable shower head, which is great because that's not going to work for us.
Yeah, it needs to be on up higher.
Yeah.
But it's also,
And it's a handheld, which is nice.
so.
They also have the H2O products, and they are in the containers, not in the individuals. A lot of people ask me about that. They do have a couple of other H2O products here, mouthwash, which I don't remember seeing before, facial soap, body lotion, that kind of stuff. Really nice sink. I really like that. And I like how it's extended out from the rest of the countertop. And then, of course, the mirror that everybody loves to hate. So here's a fun tip. How many people have seen these in Disney rooms and didn't realize what they were? To me, it looks like maybe one of the fire alarms or something, but it's not. It's a line, which is kind of hard to string. Goes all the way across, and then you can hang your wet clothes there so that it doesn't get the floor wet. How cool is that? Okay, everyone, the moment we've all been waiting for, the bed test. Let me back up so we get a full view. Go.
And it broke. Ow! It's really actually very comfortable.
Oh, yeah, you kind of like sunk into that.
Yeah. Can you just go get dinner and bring it back to the room? I'll be waiting right here.
That seems about right.
Don't forget the ceiling.
Oh, I did forget to tell you guys about the ceiling fan. Full-size ceiling fan in here. We really like it when we can find a hotel that has a ceiling fan. And there's the Nick.
Do you like the room? Uh-oh.
He's a kid of many words. Nah. All right. Now, folks, this is what I meant by calm and tranquil and amazing. I mean, look at this. Gorgeous. That is one side of the 7A building. And I apologize. You guys see a lot of golf carts. We did have a storm last night. They're going through, making sure that everything is cleaned up from that. I didn't notice it. I slept like a log, as I always do, but I'll have to ask Scott what he thought, because I don't remember anything about it. And then, like I was saying, how they use these as irrigation channels. You can see they've actually got a little bit of water in here from where it rained last night. So, very nice touch. So like I said, I just think this is so neat. You can see a little bit of water flow through there, but you won't get your feet wet because Disney Imagineering is amazing. Not quite sure what word that just was. I think I was trying to say Imagineering, but I don't know if that came across. There's also this bridge. Very cool. Right on over into more rooms. And then the Ranchos 6B for rooms 6,500 to 6,773. These are huge buildings, guys. Kind of brings you back around. And although I'm not going to show it today, the pool area for over here. Maybe I can get a view from it from the other side. Okay guys, so I decided to come up to the 3rd floor of the 7B building. I apologize, I'm starting to get myself a little confused. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to show you the pool area for the Ranchos section. Now, in previous video, I had shown you what a Caribbean beach pool looked like if you weren't staying right there near the main pool area. And this one is huge. Oh my goodness. Looks like 5 feet is the deepest that it gets, towards the middle right there. I'm not seeing any hot tubs. They did have hot tubs that were running over at the dig site, which is the main pool with the pyramid, and is absolutely amazing. Well worth the trip just to go and explore that pool. But if you're looking for something a little quieter, or if you just don't feel like walking all that way, then you have this pool area here, and it's awesome. Really, really, really excited about this pool. And if you're going to be here for a longer stay and you are staying in the Ranchos section, there is the guest laundry, which is literally right next to the pool, so it's easy for you to get to. Now we're going to show you some of our pool footage from yesterday.
All right, so there is a giant Mayan pyramid right behind me here at the Coronado Springs swimming pool area. Now this is not something that you go climbing up. It's just basically an attraction, and there's a nice waterfall coming off of it, which makes it really nice. But up behind it, there is some steps that lead you up to a really awesome water slide, which I'll put the video in here in a minute with me going down it. And I'm sure we're going to have Noah and everybody else going down it. So, but over here, let's swing around. The restrooms are back in that way. The arcade's back that way too. Right over there is the bar. And we might be getting some food there here in a minute. So, but this pool is humongous. It's a nice big area. Oh, look at, here's Nick and Noah.
It wasn't my plan.
And
To walk all the way over there.
Megan is somewhere way over there. Well, Nick and I found a really cool spot to hang out. You can actually sit on the steps of the waterfall that's coming down from the Mayan pyramid here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can barely see the screen. But there's Mr. Nick. You having fun? I know I am. It's a pretty cool pool. Want to stay here again? Man of many words, I'm telling you.
Well, everyone, that's going to wrap up my tour of the Ranchos section of the Coronado Springs Resort. Coronado Springs in general, Ranchos as well, but the whole place is just absolutely amazing. Really have enjoyed our stay here. It was only for one night, but let me tell you, very impressed. We are going to be back. I'm so excited about coming back to this resort because it is so beautiful. There's more stuff for us to explore, and we only had one night here because we have a very tight schedule this time, but we're really excited about being able to come back here, and even more excited to show you where we're going to be staying next. So if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so now. Also hit that like button if you like this video, and hit that bell notification button so that you know when we upload new content to our channel, and you're going to want to see where we're going today. So definitely keep in check, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. On our Instagram stories, I tend to keep real-time updates on where we are, so that you kind of get a feel for what video content's going to be coming up on the channel in the next couple of weeks. And with all that being said, are you ready for your next plum crazy adventure? Because I'm ready to get you here. See you soon.